morning, students. We are going to continue with the play Andha Yog by Dharmveer Bharti. Now, in yesterday's class, we studied that two guards are discussing about the war, and in their voice and tone, there is this sense of utter helplessness and despair at the war, and there is this sense of gloom that is there. Now, the second guard says, "For 17 days we have defended the honor of a blind and sick kingdom." And the first guard says, "And now we are tired, very tired. All our actions are meaningless. Our faith, our decisions, our courage, our lives are meaningless. Utterly meaningless, meaningless, utterly meaningless." So now we can see that same sense of purposelessness and meaninglessness of the war is evident from the dialogues of these two guards, and they feel that their actions and all their whatever decisions they have taken, and that was completely meaningless. So, in a way, the gloom of the war and has left its mark on all the inhabitants of the that particular area, that particular state, and all of them echo the same sentiments. Now, the second guard says, "Meaningless, utterly meaningless, and now, weary of defending this meaningless life, these desolate corridors, we are tired, very tired." So, the second guard is saying that they are really weary of defending this meaningless life and these desolate corridors, and they are completely and utterly tired and worn out, and they don't see any sense in all these things. So this repetition of the fact that they are tired and this whole thing is just completely meaningless, it lays stress on the fact that the war is completely meaningless, unnecessary, and it has led to several realizations on the part of the people, which are quite gloomy and full of pessimism, if we can say, because they start considering their life also meaningless. Now they fall silent and begin to pace up and down. The light suddenly grows dim. The sound of an approaching storm is heard. One guard strains his ears to listen. The other shades his eyes and looks up the sky. So the first guard is saying, "Did you hear that terrifying sound?" The second guard is saying, "Why has it suddenly become so dark? Can you see anything?" The first guard says, "How far can the subjects of a blind king see?" "I can't see anything. Perhaps it is a thunderstorm." So now there is this dialogue between the two guards, and they listen to some sort of noise, and they are discussing as to what that noise is, and they are not able to understand clearly what that noise is. And then one guard says that maybe it is a thunderstorm, but this line which says that how far can the subjects of a blind king see, this line, it underlines the basic essence of the play, we can say, because the play is also titled Andha Yug, or the blind age. So the writer is trying to say through these characters that the king was blind, but he was also he was blind to the errors of his sons, and because of not being able to discriminate between what was right and what was wrong, and because of this uh, complete sort of one-sided and partial love for his children. He did not see their faults, and that is why this whole dispute rose that led to the war. This is the viewpoint of the writer. So the writer is saying that the king is blind, and the people who live in his kingdom, maybe they are also blind, if not physically blind, that say mentally they are blind, or they cannot see what is right and what is wrong. So this is the dialogue, and students will continue with the play in our next class. That is all for today. Thanks.